back from the weekend shenanigans of all the game ones in the NBA playoffs. Wow, I thought it was a pretty interesting weekend. Good way to start off the NBA playoffs. First series I want to address, the Brooklyn Nets versus 76ers. Joel Embiid and Amir Johnson, freaking Texan gate on the sideline. That probably is the reason why they lost this one. But the 76ers fall to the Brooklyn Nets 111-102. They play tonight, Monday night, Game 2 in Philly. Who you got tonight, and who you think is going to take this series, Weininger?
Big game in Philly. Big game. If the Nets win tonight, I believe they win the series. But tonight, I'm going Philly. I think the last game was an aberration. Embiid he wasn't in his A game. That's something to watch and monitor because he's still a game time decision right now. He's questionable. I believe Philly absolutely has the better team. The Nets have upsides. They play free. If they get hot, they get hot. But no. Philly got this. They should win this series. Even if Embiid doesn't suit up, I still have Philly at home.
Yeah, the only reason why I would go with Philly in this game, obviously they're the highest seed, and two, they do have a lot more talent. But, dude, Joel Embiid only played 24 minutes Game 1. So, yep. And in 24 minutes, he had 22, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists.
Along with shooting poorly from the perimeter, and he kept on chucking.
Yeah, I don't blame him. I'd much rather him do that, honestly. Like, this is the NBA. This ain't like, this ain't rec league. Go with the high head now. These dudes are getting paid millions. He might as well just go all out like that. But yeah, I would have to agree with you. I got Philly tonight. I think the world would be shocked if Brooklyn was to take Game 2 and Game 1 from Philly. Philly would be in a world of trouble. But what's good with Tobias? You get him in a trade. He plays 40 minutes and scores 4 points.
This is something I've noticed happens. It happened throughout the year, where the pecking order. When Tobias is doing good, Jimmy Butler usually does bad, and when Jimmy Butler does good, Tobias just kind of loses himself. And I believe they were trying to find a balance all year, and they still haven't. If they don't figure it out, they're not going anywhere past the second round. They're going past the second round. I believe they lucked out even matching up with the Nets, because it's a very favorable matchup for them.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you have Philly winning the series. And how many games you got this series on?
4-2.
4-2. All right, man.
4-2.
I mean, yeah, that's a decent one. I would have to say Philly would win in 5 or 6, but it's obviously Brooklyn getting Game 1. They're probably going to get another one at home. So it's probably going to go 6. But
don't be surprised if they go 4-0 though. Philly, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Oh yeah, if they swept them to close them out, yeah, that would be pretty dope. That would be pretty dope.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I think, as far as the coach goes, if Embiid is not ready, if he's not 100% tonight, don't put him out there.
I disagree with you.
I don't think you need him to win.
You put him out there. If he is 1%, you put him out there.
I don't think they need him to win. You have Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, JJ Redick had a horrible game. Can you please read me his stat line? He did terrible. That was probably, I'm going to go on a limb here and say that was his worst playoff performance of his career.
Yeah, but I can't agree with not playing Joel Embiid because you run the risk of if you play him and let's say you do beat the Brooklyn Nets, you do have a formidable second round matchup with is it Toronto or Milwaukee that they'd be playing.
But wouldn't you want him well rested and healed? And
No, because you need that chemistry. I'd rather him play and lose than him not play and you lose in the second round. Yeah, like he needs this experience, and I think it'll probably be a good thing for him to play hurt because he'll realize how important it is for him to be healthy. But to sit him out and pamper him, and you lose or you win or lose the series, all it's going to do is just mess with chemistry at that point. And you already you already know the sports world. Oh, Philly can win without Embiid. Like,
dangerous approach. Because then what if you lose him for the rest of the playoffs?
Yeah, nah. I think if Philly wants to win, play Embiid. I mean, put all your horses out there. Don't let don't even give Brooklyn a chance. But they did that in Game 1. But we'll see what happens tonight. But at 10:30 tonight, following the Brooklyn Nets Philly game, to me the game that I like, I'm in love with this series. I don't even know why. It's a 1-8 matchup for one. 2, watched it with my girlfriend, and for some reason she was like, if there was any game in the playoffs,
it's completely unacceptable. And second, we will deal with it internally, I'm sure, very soon.